This one will blow your mind off. You understand? The most celebrated human being in the world right now, the most talked about, the top trending name in the world right now is who? Pope Leo XIV. Pope Leo XIV, the new Pope of the Roman Catholic Church. Nobody is more popular now than that man. He's trending. I mean, give it 1 month, this man will still be trending because Americans are super proud and excited to have a Pope, the first Pope that is an American. As a matter of fact, the kind of things I've seen about this man on the internet, we're going to go into that. But the shocking thing I want to bring to you guys in this video is the fact that this Pope lives, is like he considers Nigeria his home. Yes, you did not know. Now, when I came across this information, how the Pope loved Nigeria, how he constantly visits Nigeria, how he was in Nigeria all the time, the number of instances he visited Nigeria in the past 9 years, I look at the man's record in Nigeria, I say, this man has the right to become the Pope. No doubt. See, I just talk with my mind and say, wow, if somebody is this close to Nigeria, if the person knows Nigeria like this, that means Nigerian culture, Nigerian values, Nigerian mindset must have played a great role in this man's leadership for him to become what he is today. So, I'm here to wow you with evidence, with proof that the new Pope, the new American, the first ever American Pope, Leo XIV, loves Nigeria more than many other countries. He's a Nigerian, as a matter of fact. If you have been in Nigeria this long, then he is a Nigerian. And of course, I kept asking myself, can you tell me that a Pope, a great man like this, will become this big and this successful without having any connection with Nigeria? Because I know for sure that any great and successful people in the world today, in this generation, all powerful great people in the world, they have connection with Nigeria. Because if you don't win Nigeria, you don't win Africa. Like Nigeria has the highest population of the Catholic Church in Africa. So for you to have that Africa confidence, you must be somebody that has understood Nigerians, have worked with Nigerians, has gained love and trust from Nigerians, and of course that love and trust from Nigerians will impact and influence the rest of the continent, and of course you will become a favorite candidate. So I was looking, I kept digging, what is the connection between the Pope and Nigeria? How is this new Pope connected to Nigeria? How? It's important for me to know. It's very important. Some of you are going to ask, Jean, how Pope take concern Nigeria? How Pope take it concern Nigeria? Because the influence, the role Nigeria has played on it, it's just like the president of Ghana today. He's a Ghanaian, right? He's the president of Ghana. But he acknowledges the fact that majority of his character, personality, of his leadership skills came because he was because he was raised in Nigeria with his stepmom. Can you imagine? Stepmom will raise another. This Ghana president matter is a whole different story. They have to write it down as a book. You understand? A stepmother will raise you to become a president, like a woman raises another woman, like your co-wife's child. It's a miracle. We all know how polygamy is. We all know how these women, they don't want to catch another woman's child if you are married to the same man. But a Nigerian woman raised that man to become president. So basically, this is kind of how the influence can add up and, help people to achieve a lot of things in their life. So don't tell me that this Pope being connected to Nigeria, visiting Nigeria constantly, you have to answer the question, why will he visit Nigeria constantly if he didn't have a connection or any bond and any love, any ties with Nigeria? Why would he visit Nigeria so many times? 9 times in the past how many years? In fact, I don't want to talk too much. Let us start going into the details of this information. As you can see from the many pictures, this man, even when he was a young man, he was someone who loved Nigeria. He was someone who, like, Nigeria was one of his favorite countries where he loved to travel to. He loved to go to, because why won't you love to travel to Nigeria? Why? They are the most lovely people, the most welcoming people, the most heartwarming people. Once you go to that country as a priest, and one country I will tell you for free that don't play with men of God. It could be pastor, it could be father, priest, whoever is a man of God in Nigeria. Nigerians show great respect for them. Like, you know why I'm saying this? Because all my time when I was traveling in Nigeria, right? When we get to checkpoints, if in our car we had a man of God or somebody that comes out and introduces himself as a man of God, the police will not care if he's lying or he's saying the truth. They will ask him to pray for them. Can you imagine? The police will just ask the person, pray for us. They'll just automatically be nice to everybody in the car. They'll say, they will not disturb this car because there's a man of God inside the car. I say, hey, this is how religious this country is. This is how religious this country is. You have to understand how religious, how deep. So imagine you are a man of God, you are a priest, you are a pastor from a different country, America, Europe. And then you come to a country like Nigeria where they take good care of men of God, fathers, priests. They take, as in they love them, cherish them to that level. Nigerians can protect a man of God. See, when I'm in Nigeria, I don't talk anything negative about men of God. Because majority of the population, oh boy, the way they take, they will protect their papa and their men of God to the point where they go blow you. Don't even dare it. So imagine this man coming to Nigeria at this young age, coming and experiencing this kind of love, this kind of reception, this kind of, why won't he be coming back often? Now, which other country do you know has this man visited this many times in the past 9 years? Which other country? You can't name it because it's not there. It's Nigeria. Nigeria is his home. Nigeria is his beloved place where he loves to go. Now, let us go through this very important, all the occasions that he has visited Nigeria. You understand? Yes. In the past years, in the past few years, he has visited Nigeria 9 times. This is going to be a mind-blowing one. So make sure you're paying keen attention because it's going to shock you. So on November 2001, he was in Nigeria. Yes, November 2001. Why the general chapter of 2001 approved the constitution of Augustinian province of Nigeria in August. The prior general, blah, 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 blah. You understand? Father Robert Prevost and his council erected the province in November. So basically, he was one of those priests that came to Nigeria to inaugurate or to elevate this particular province. So in 2001, mind-blowing. Not long from then, in 2003, just 2 years after, he visited Nigeria again. You understand? Yes. Just 2 years after. In 2005, listen carefully, just 2 years again after, St. Monica Catholic Church, Malali, Kaduna. So if you are from Kaduna and you know this Catholic church, this man visited that Catholic church in 2005. Just 2 years after, 2007, he visited every part of Nigeria where Augustinians work. So he was in Lagos, in Kaduna, in Jos, in Agbo, etc. Like where all these people were working, he visited all those places in Nigeria. Respect. That's in 2007. He went back. He did not stay. 1 year later, in 2008, he visited Nigeria again. Present for the Episcopal ordination of Bishop of Kano. So the ordination of the Bishop of Kano, Bishop John Namaza, he came back to come and witness it and be part of it. Just 1 year. 2 years later, no, in 2008 he visited twice. Mind blowing, right? In 2008 he visited in May and then went back, and in August he visited again. 2010 he visited Nigeria again. 2012 he visited Nigeria again. 2016, this is mind blowing. In 2016, the Bishop of Chiclayo, Peru, he visited Nigeria for Intermediate General Chapter, which was held in DRACC, Logbe. So he was taken out on a tour in Abuja, visited the National Stadium, the Eagle Square, the Ecumenical Center. They were, in fact, so the last time he visited Nigeria was in 2016. So basically, he was becoming too busy already as a cardinal and all the responsibilities he had with all the countries in the world that he could visit, all the places and the engagement that he has, all his work all over the world. He had this much time to be visiting Nigeria often after 2 years, after some in 2008 twice. So you can clearly see the evidence that his love for Nigeria is extremely high, and people need to understand that there's something about Nigerians that made him love visiting Nigeria so much, that made him want to come to Nigeria again and again. And I can guarantee you that even as a pope now, there is a high possibility of him visiting Nigeria as a pope. Why am I talking about this? It's because people have to understand the magnitude of this man. This is the first American pope. So he's bringing in different kind of cultures, different kind of policies, and people are expecting to see a lot of changes in the Roman Catholic Church with his new vision, with his new ideas. This man is the most popular person on social media at the moment as I'm talking to you. And of course, it's important to talk of his Nigeria connection, because it shows how Nigeria contributes in building great men. It shows how Nigeria contributes in building the world. This man's house, the person that bought his house where he grew up in, a small house, is a millionaire today, just because he bought a small bungalow where this man was raised. So you can see the influence. So why shouldn't I celebrate his influence with Nigeria? If Trump, American president, Americans all over the world, Catholics all over the world are celebrating and jubilating for his influence. So as a Nigerian, if you are a Catholic, you can join other Nigerians who you've seen posting his pictures with them. Like I've seen people posting pictures saying, oh, I'm with the Pope, I was with the Pope. It's an honor that the Pope visited your house. It's an honor that you have a picture with the Catholic Church Pope. That is the most biggest human being in the world, because he's bigger than the president of any country. Yes. So it's an honor to have him love Nigeria the way he does. It is what it is, guys. Your boy Ajim Max on this one again. Smash the notification bell, smash the like button. Come back anytime you're free, cause there's always more beautiful and amazing videos just for y'all. God bless y'all. Cheers.